Hi, welcome. How are you? How are you all doing today? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I've just got back from walking the dogs on the beach, so it's almost 9 o'clock, but it's lovely, isn't it? The sun doesn't set, until later, and it's just a really lovely atmosphere, and the sandy beaches. You just can't beat it, can you? So, well, I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's places that you could go that were nicer, but for me, that I love it. And being by the ocean. And I've been out in nature quite a lot today, actually. So, yeah, really feeling grounded and calm and balanced. Anyway, I'm here to do a oracle card pull for everybody. So I've got my mixed deck here and see if there's a message for us going forwards. The moon has just moved into Virgo. So it was in Leo for 2 days and now it's moved into Virgo at 12 degrees. So before, with the Leo moon, we were saying that you probably might feel more comfortable and safe when you're being the center of attention, but then also about being able to accept criticism. And now your feeling of safety, now we're in Virgo, could be related to order and clarity. So even in your emotions, okay, so you may have the need to organize everything chaotic and disorganized. So you might want to be trying to organize everything around you so that you feel more secure and safe. But try being more tolerant and accept imperfections of life. So that is one huge thing. We can't control everything around us. We can't control how people feel. We can't control how people react. We can't control situations that aren't in our hands. So we have to really accept that everyone has free will. Everyone does their own thing. And we have to be really accepting of imperfections in life, okay? Life doesn't always go the way that we plan. Doesn't always go the way that we expect it or imagine it to go. Definitely, I can 100% agree with that. It is better to trust life and let it run its own way. And not everything must be according to our expectations. So, yeah, I actually try and live now without any expectations of anything and living in the moment as much as possible. So if you are worrying about the past or living in the past, okay, it can cause you grief and hard to let things go, okay. If you're worrying about the future, it can cause anxiety and everything else. And the best, most aligned way that you can live is to live in the moment right now. So if you're sat there and if you think to yourself, right now, in this moment, what I'm doing right now, do I have everything that I need? Yes, I do. I mean, obviously, there's things that you would love to have that you don't. Do you have everything you need right now in this moment? Are you okay? And then in a minute, sit, and that will be a different moment. So, do I have everything I need in that moment? So, if you feel you don't, then maybe you should do something about it if you can. But if you can't, maybe, make a plan for how you can change your life. If you're sat there and you don't have everything you need in this moment right now, maybe it's time to make a plan, okay? Right then, but yes, we just let go. We can't hold on to things. We can't wait for things. We just have to let them go because it really just causes you a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of maybe hurt. And we just need to let it go and try and live in the moment and not worry about the future because the future will take care of itself, as they say, and it can cause you anxiety. So just let it go. Okay? I mean, obviously, if there's things you need to happen or want to happen, you make plans. Okay? Okay, so I hope that helps anybody watching. Now I'm going to pull a oracle card. There was another thing I wanted to talk about, but I might save that for tomorrow. So let me give them a shuffle. So I hope you're doing okay. Living in the moment as much as you can. Isn't it? Yes, universe, that is the only way to be living aligned. Right. No expectations of anything. Okay. Right then, I am going to pull a card. Is there any message that you would like to give to us all? Anybody watching this evening? Please and thank you. Well, we've had this before, and that's just really good timing. I've had this come out a while ago. So, living in the threshold. Okay, so we've seen this card before if you've seen my other videos. And that's really living in the moment. Sat there with his dog. And if I'm making a decision really about life, and if you're happy with the life you have. So it's a 33 card, okay. You can see there's a little boat down there, and he's just sat there contemplating in the moment, I guess. Right, the threshold. Which book is that? So this is from the Clairvoyant Oracle deck. Let's have a look at this. I put on my glasses for that so I can actually read for you. I can see without, but it's easier with. Okay, so, and as I said before, you may have heard me talk about this card before, but if not, itchy, sorry, then here is your message. You have drawn this card today because you are on the threshold of a new chapter in your life. Even if at this stage you are only aware of that which is ending, this card is here to direct your attention to the new phase that awaits you. Many people balk at the threshold, believing it would be preferable to cling to the old situation that is changing or falling away. And maybe you might feel safe there because change is scary, isn't it? And change is changing things and taking a leap can be really scary. Others will want to charge over the threshold and run eagerly into the new phase, not realizing the value and importance of the pause the threshold demands. The threshold is the time and place at which you stop, reflect, and take stock. If you are happy with the changes taking place, then it is very important to become clear about the part you played, so that you can capitalize on your understanding in the future. So learning from mistakes, learning from situations, so that going forwards, you can make better choices, okay? The threshold is also a great place for which to express gratitude for what has occurred. So if something good has happened, be grateful. If you are unhappy about the ending of the cycle, concerned about the new phase, or believe you cannot see it, then pausing on your threshold for a while is vital. Now is the time to review your journey, acknowledge your role, and get clear on how you will improve things from now on. The threshold can even be the place from which you begin to see the silver lining in the darkest clouds. I am going to stop that because I'm just... If you are unhappy about the ending of the cycle, concerned about the new phase, or believe you cannot see it, then pausing on your threshold for a while is vital. Now is the time to review your journey, acknowledge your role, and get clear on how you will improve things from now on. The threshold can even be the place from which you begin to see the silver lining in the dark clouds. New doors are opening for you, opportunities for new growth and new experiences are on their way. The threshold is your time to reconcile yourself with your past so that you can really move forwards. Using this time wisely rather than seeing yourself as being stuck makes it a significant part of the cycle, because it is also a time for groundwork and planning. Once the firm foundations are coming to life, you can step over the threshold into a future that you have helped to create with loving attention and conscious choice. Life isn't always about charging forwards. Value this time on your threshold and use it well. So yeah, as I was saying before, I pulled the card. Maybe time for groundwork and planning when you are on the threshold of a new beginning. Okay, so and absolutely we should, you know, if we are making big changes in our life, we should sit and just ponder and make sure that we're happy with those decisions and that it's all going as we want it to go. But then, as the moon was saying, we can't expect everyone around us to be, you know, life to be going the way we expect it around us. So, and to be patient and trust life and let it run its own way with other people around you. Okay, so you have to make decisions that are best for you, and you can decide. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Decide whether you want to take the boat or stay, pondering, making different decisions there. So yeah, so I hope you had a lovely day, and I hope that helps and resonates with somebody. So have a lovely evening, what's left, and I will speak to you again. I'm going to do a little message separately to this, which I will post after, but I will speak to you again soon. Bye.